So, hi, hello, and welcome to another video. So, usually my weekly-ish vlogs are usually Monday to Friday, and I think we will do that as well, just because it's, for me, I like having my weekends almost free. So, for this week, we are swapping my screen time for reading time. So, that's gonna be crazy. I got this at 9. I get it at 9 every Monday. So yeah, the clock is now 11:30. Now I have started already. I don't know how much I need to do. So let's check out my weekly report. As you can see, my screen time is 5.5 hours, like an average, but we have a lot of reading to get done. So, if we see on Monday, we have 6 hours and 12 minutes. Definitely a lot. 6 hours and 12 minutes today. Friday is my worst day though. I mean, Saturday was a little bit worse than that, but we are not doing Saturday and Sunday because obviously I just want to be able to, you know, just be calm in my weekends. But 6 hours and 12 minutes, that's quite a lot of reading time to do today. Thursday is my slowest day. I have no idea how I am actually spending over like 6 hours on my phone. However, I do know that I was listening to some audiobooks while gaming. It's difficult to actually... No, I have no idea how I spend so much time on my phone, but 6 hours and 12 minutes today, I hope that is possible. But now, I think it will be, just because I already have listened to 2 hours and 41 minutes. Because I have already finished a book. So I am going to say this. I usually listen to some sort of audiobooks during the day. I try to listen to 2 hours of audiobooks every day, but I have finished Hate Mail. So we are basically following these two people. We are following Naomi and Luca. And basically in 5th grade, they started doing these letters to each other that were not particularly nice. But then eventually it just turns, and then it was like a 2-year place where they weren't in contact. And then all of a sudden Naomi gets a letter again with no return address, and she needs to find who, like, where he is. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I actually really liked it. There was like a few things that I didn't fully love. There was some secrets going on, and yeah, some of it was a little like petty, but overall I did like it. I definitely had fun with it, and I actually was smiling, and you know, that is a good sign for me, because I feel like I don't find a lot of books funny. But we always have quite a lot of books to basically read. I always have so much to read, and I mean, this is last week for this month, so we still have a lot to read, but I am hoping to be able to finish off at least some of them. So I've not decided on what series I'm going to pick up. I am thinking maybe Sleeping Giants, like the I don't even remember the name for it. And then I kind of want to try and finish at least like this one, Things We Hide from the Light, because this is an extended series, and I am really trying to finish off my series. As you see this video, you will already know my TBR for April, and I have the last book in this series on my TBR, so I really want to try and finish this one off, so I am able to continue on with this serious and not having to read this one before that one. Just because even if they are kind of companion novels, I would definitely say that they are following like three people that are friends. We are following brother to the first one in this one. So I kind of want to say that we definitely will meet the couple from Things We Never Got Over in this one. So I think that it would be better to read Things We Never Got Over before reading this one and then the last one, you know. So I think that's the plan. A lot of people actually like this one more. So I am really curious if I am going to do that. It's almost 600 pages. That's a lot. But this is the plan. And then whatever else I can get to within the next 6 hours and so minutes. So yeah. But first I need to edit last week's vlog so I can get that one up. And then also get my TBR edited and up. So that's the plan for right now, and then we will see later when I can get to reading. Okay, so I read for 6 hours and 12 minutes, if you can see that there. 6 hours and 12 minutes, so that's great that we're actually doing that. So I started Things We Hide from the Light, and this is the second book in the Nut Math series, and I am 252 pages in, so I'm like almost halfway through this book, and I'm really liking it. I actually saw someone read this and they said that it was really insta-lovey. I feel like it's more insta-lusty. What I mean is that you are thinking that person is hot, and kind of am like having this ish, like feelings ish, and just because we are halfway through and they have not kissed yet, so yeah. But I mean, a lot of people have different opinions on this. I would call it more insta-lusty and insta-lovey. So overall, I'm really loving this. I can't wait to continue on tomorrow. Tomorrow we still have quite a lot to go, don't we? Tomorrow we have 5 hours and 35 minutes. So it fits. I mean, it's still a long while. However, I do have one book that I really want to try and get to, an audiobook, and then jump into this one again, and yeah, see if I can finish this one off tomorrow. Would have been great, you know, to finish this tomorrow. Yeah, and then continue on with something else that I have not yet decided on yet. So I think it's going to be good, and I don't think it will be a problem to finish that at least within a few days. And let's just see how everything goes tomorrow, because I have no idea how things is actually going to work out. So yeah, so I was supposed to read for 5 hours and 36 minutes, and we have done that. So yeah, that means tomorrow will be another day with that is like a long day as well. So I have finished 2 books and I am almost done with the 3rd one. So I finished Getting Schooled, and this is a quite short one actually. So basically we are following this woman who is getting her teacher's degree. So basically she's basically teaching in this place, and then she meets this guy who is basically 28, and He is basically an ex-military who is getting a degree. So I give this 4 stars. Now I am going to say I am sometimes hesitant between student teacher, just because of usually the age, and kind of when you are younger you are in a more position of getting kind of used, and the teacher is able to kind of use their power and yeah, over this person. However, he is 28, and she's 26 or something, so basically he's older. He's old enough to make own decisions, and basically, yeah, I would say it's like something is different when they are that age and not really young. I will have to say, that kind of is it. I don't know what else to say. So the other one that I have finished is I don't even remember the name. That's how good this is going. Prayer for the Crown Shy, which is the second book in the Monk and Robot series, and in this we are following this person who is a monk and meets this robot, and they are really short books, so I'm not going to say any more than that. But this is the second book, and I give it 3 stars. I mean, it's a novella length, and as we all have experienced, I usually don't like novellas that much. So, however, other than that, I have continued on with Things We Hide from the Light, and I just wasn't in the physical reading mood today, so I took this slow. But I got up to page 402, so we have a little bit over 100 pages left. 174 pages. Oh, 170 pages left. So I think I will finish this off tomorrow. I have like 6 hours left, like 6 hours that I need to read tomorrow. So yeah, so this one will be done tomorrow. So I don't want to push myself into reading when I don't feel like it, just because I am loving this book and I don't want to dislike it because I am, you know, pushing myself to reading. But that is kind of how this day went. So yeah, and I was a little stressed just because I had some things to do, got home late, and it was a push to get 5.5 hours done. So tomorrow we have 6, and then I mean, definitely I have 6 hours and 7 minutes left then. I mean, Friday is the worst day, and Thursday is my best day with 2 hours and 48 minutes. So yeah, let's just see how these next few days will actually go. Okay, so this one is not quite right. It says 5 hours and 44 minutes, but I have totally forgot to put this one on. Quite a lot of time today. So I was supposed to reach what, like 6 hours or so today, and I have done that. I have read 2 books, so I have definitely done that. So the first book that I have finished is Things We Hide from the Light, and 5 stars obviously. I love this series. I loved Nash and Lena. I also like that Lena was a badass, you know, and she wasn't afraid of the things that she was doing. And yeah, 5 stars. Really loved it. I do believe that you really should read these in order, just because, yes, at the end of every book you kind of get a snippet of what is to come, but this one kind of is directly, things that happened in Things We Never Got Over is directly connected with this. So I would definitely say that you should read these in order, even if they are probably set as to be standalones. I would definitely read these in order to kind of know what is going on. You also both meet Lena and Sloane, which is the next one, and you also meet Lucian, which is in the next book, and Nash in, yeah. So one thing I am really loving about the series is that the three people you are going to basically follow, they are really, like, Nash and Knox is brothers, and then Lucian is a really good friend. So you always see where these are at, and that is something that I'm loving. I am, yeah, 5 stars, loved it. So if you can hear any noise, I am going to play some Dreamlight Valley. But we are going to talk about the second book that kind of got me over the 6-hour mark, and that is My Sister's Keeper. This is a book that, I mean, I have watched the movie, and I have to say I really like the movie and kind of how it is. I give the book 2 stars. So there is something that happens at the end of this book that I hated. It kind of, this whole book kind of was at 3 stars the whole way, because some parts were really interesting and some parts were not, but then the ending just dragged it down to 2 stars. I didn't like it, and it just made, yeah, it made me angry. It just made me angry. I don't want to spoil anything, but I didn't like it. Basically the ending of the movie is really different than the movie, not the book. And yeah, let's just put it at that. I like the movie ending much more than this. Yeah, I mean, both of them have sad endings, let's just put it that way. But yeah, and the epilogue, it kind of pissed me off because some of the characters were already pissing me off during this book, and yeah. So yeah, I feel like some parts kind of weren't necessary. Some parts definitely explained things, but yeah, I just didn't love it, and it's sad, but that's life. I am at least done with it, got it away from my TBR. It has been there since like 2015, so we are close to 10 years of never reading this book, and I'm glad that it's out of the way and now I can read. Hopefully I will read something completely better tomorrow. I think we have like not even 3 hours yesterday, no, tomorrow, so I think we are going to be fine tomorrow. Not a lot of reading, but that's kind of great, to be honest. Okay, so the plan for today was to read for 2 hours and 48 minutes. I read for 4 hours and 18 minutes. I finished Emperor of Thorns, which is the 3rd book in the Broken Empire series, and it's about Jorg. And I don't really know, I don't fully remember the first book. You know, it's a while since I started and finished that, but overall I give it 3 stars. It's a fine series. It's overall a 3-star series. It's fine, I like it, but it's not like a favorite thing. So that's kind of it, what I have for today. Tomorrow is the most excessive day with 7 hours and 3 minutes. It's gonna be a lot. So I don't really know how that will go, but I am going to say that as long as I get to 5 hours it will be fine, because I read for like 6 hours, because I read for over an hour more than I was supposed to. So let's end the vlog today. So have I finished 7 hours today? I think so. I totally forgot to track, but as far as I can see, I have. So I have just listened to a bunch of audiobooks today because I am not in the physical reading mood. So let's talk about it. I have finished 4 audiobooks today because I have been doing things, and yeah. So the first I finished was Invitation to the Blues, and this is the second book in the Small Change series, and I mean second and last one. So in this one we are following Jude and Farron, I think his name is. So we halfly hear about Jude, and I think we might meet him in the first book. So this one has really big trigger warnings for a lot of things, because Jude was basically admitted to the hospital after trying to kill himself. And now he is trying to get back to life, and he meets Farron. So this is a male-male romance, and I gave this 3 stars. I didn't like it as much as the first book, but it was fine. I really liked it, and I liked how really liked Farron and how he always tried to be there for Jude. And yeah, it was overall really good. That finished off that series, which is really good. I don't think there will be any more. I mean, if there is, I will probably read it, but I feel like it's kind of done because we are following these 2 brothers during this. And then I listened to Crank Palace, and this is kind of the last book that I needed to read for the Maze Runner series. So this one I can't say much, because this one is following Newt during, and Newt is my favorite character, and if you know what happens in the Death Cure, the ending of this will be horrible to listen to. I give this 4 stars. It was really awful, to be completely honest. There was some moments where, you know, I was really sad on what happened to Newt, and it's just, let's just say, I was not happy during the Death Cure, and I was not happy during this either. Let's just not talk about it, because it's just, I love this, but it's also really awful to listen to, especially if you like Newt. I mean, if you don't like Newt, I have to say you are a little weird, because Newt is like the sweetest person ever. Then I listened to Killjoy, which is the 0.5 in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, that series. And we are basically following Pip, like before she chooses what to kind of do in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So you can definitely listen to this one first if you haven't started this series. I give it 3 stars. I liked it. This is not my favorite series, but it's overall a really interesting series. But it's not my favorite. I mean, I am picky about thrillers and mysteries, and yeah. So yeah. So overall, I liked it. There was no real murder in this, so yeah, it was for me just fine. So then I listened to Aristotle and Dante Dives into the Waters of the World, which is the second book in Aristotle and Dante universe, and I give it 4 stars. I didn't like it as much as the first one, but overall I really liked it, and it was really good. Overall, I think I listened to 7 hours, just because the first book was 3 hours. Then Crank Palace and Joy Kill was each an hour, so we are on 5. And then Aristotle and Dante was 4 hours, I think. I probably listened to like 8 hours today, which is really good, especially since I was not in the biggest like reading mood. Especially like I didn't want to read physical today, and I feel like it's just the fact that we are 2 days out from the month being done, and I kind of don't want to have started a book other than the ones that I already have started. So that's kind of it. I don't have anything else to say, but I hope you like this video, even if it might not have been that much happening in here. But yeah, I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!